What's up, everybody? Yo, yo, yo. We are talking Light It Up Expo. We're talking Clipa. We're talking holiday lighting, landscape lighting, permanent lighting, all the things, guys. If you have not got your ticket, it's not too late. It's coming up in just a few weeks. Light It Up Expo. Anyone who's ever been to any of the events that I do or participate in, we go all out. We go all in. And it's going to be a great show. So if you're looking to bolt on landscape lighting, holiday lighting, or permanent lighting, or you're already in that industry and you're wondering, like, how are these guys getting to the next level? How are they streamlining their operations? We're going to have speakers on how to prepare your business for exit. What? Sell your business? You don't even know what you're doing yet. So we're going to help you prepare that, right? We're going to have amazing opportunities. So that's what we're talking today. I'm joined with Matt Hyden with Clipa, and we're going to talk light and nerd out on lighting for a second.
Perfect. I love it.
Thanks for joining me, Matt. How you doing today, man?
I'm awesome, man. Thanks for having me again. This is a great opportunity, and appreciate being part of it.
Yeah, well, what we're trying to do is two things. One, if you already have your ticket to Light It Up Expo, we want to give you guys a preview of what we're going to be doing there. And then the other people, we want them to feel bad. We want them to feel remorse and fear of missing out. So if you don't have your ticket, we're going to give you a highlight, a preview into what you're missing out on if you don't come to Light It Up Expo. So, Matt, you are there as a vendor. Let's just say when people walk by the vendor hall, what types of things is Clipa going to be talking about? What are you guys experts at?
Holiday lighting is our bread and butter. We've been doing this for a long time. I started holiday lighting back in 2006, so creeping up on 20 years here. So we are excited. We're passionate about what we do, and we want to teach people how to start a holiday lighting company. That whether that's residential, commercial, whatever that may be. We're looking forward to passing on our expertise to the attendees and getting excited about the industry.
Well, you guys have an amazing community, amazing training platform. There's so many case studies of people that come to a Clipa training and they walk out of there and they get awesome results. What are some of those people doing? Like what is possible with Christmas lights?
A lot of it comes down to the individual. There is an opportunity. Six figures is definitely a possibility. And it really depends on your territory and, what kind of business structure you have. I'm not going to say everybody's going to be making six figures. And a lot of the Clipa members are actually making seven figures, which is pretty cool to see.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, and you're talking a 4-month span where they're pulling those numbers. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit really in this industry, and it's a booming industry. It's even getting bigger and bigger, and we're now seeing permanent lighting, becoming a wrecking force in the industry as well. So that's real popular. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for anybody, and it's really for somebody that's during that time is their slow time, and a lot of people Midwest, East Coast, that is their slow time. They just slow down during that time. They're not, mowing lawns that don't have any, they have snow all over it, things like that. But, they want to fill that void of having to lay employees off during that time. And, some of them are making more money in that 4 months than they are all year in their other business.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I really have appreciated about you guys, your trainings, your team is it's not just like, okay, here's a light strand, here's a C9. Like, I feel like that's kind of the easy stuff. Like, you guys teach people how to do the thing, but then you're much more concerned about their success. It's like, well, no, here's how you do that efficiently. Here's how you do it safety. You guys have safety trainings.
Sure.
Here's how do you do it profitably.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing, and it's funny because people do come to me for the same thing. Like, I'm just trying to keep my crew busy. Well, like, that's not the purpose of business. Like, you should do it profitably. You should do it safely. You should do all these things. So I do like that you guys tie in all the elements, and it's like a business training disguised as a Christmas light training.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And it's important for us to make sure they walk out and they learn. I mean, we are blowing their minds. I mean, literally, we're shoving so much information down their throat, and it's not, us approaching it as use 4-inch spacing because Matt says use 4-inch spacing. We educate people on why. And a lot of people, I mean, we've converted people from 12-inch spacing. Oh, I've been doing this for, 20 years and I use 12-inch spacing. And then after they're done with us, they're like, Okay, I'm switching everything to 15-inch spacing. And there's education behind it. It's not just we tell you to use 15-inch spacing. We tell you why we recommend that stuff. And I think the important thing we were just talking about, before we jumped on here, is being in the field. That's something I'm actively still doing. I'm out in the field on projects because that keeps us fresh on our content. That allows us to see, what's changed, what's new, what better ways. I take all the stuff, anything new I learned in the field when I'm out there on my projects, I take that and I update my trainings. So it's all fresh content, new. So that allows us to, be on top of it and make sure that we're providing, the best training possible.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I want to highlight one thing, and then I got a couple more questions for you. You guys are handling the breakout. So
Yeah.
when you guys come to Light It Up Expo, you get the opportunity to register for one breakout. You can go to the landscape lighting one, the Christmas lighting one, or the permanent lighting one. And even if you're like, oh crap, I want to go to all three, you can't. You just go to one. But there'll be opportunities to, let's say you go to the Christmas light breakout, like I'll be around. We can talk landscape lighting at dinner or lunch, like at the vendor hall. There's definitely opportunity. You're not going to just learn about one at this show. So I'm grateful for that. I mean, we got basically world-class training happening at Light It Up Expo because I'm not the Christmas light guy. Like I know how to do it and I did it, but like that's not my jam. You guys have the model, you have the system. So you guys are squeezing that in and doing that breakout, which is going to be awesome. So there was another question I was going to ask you, but then I started talking.
That happens. Yeah, but we are taking 2 days of training. We're condensing it in that 4 hours. So it's going to be a lot of packed information. We're going to take key points. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to leave out, obviously, because we've got to condense it in 4 hours. But the goal is to have somebody walk out of that room, or every single attendee walk out of that room saying, "I'm ready. I'm ready to start this business. I didn't know anything about it walking in here. Now I know enough to start this business." From hearing what they had to say. So we're excited to put that 4 hours, to use and make sure that they're educated and ready to go.
It's going to be sweet. I know I've got clients that are going to it that are like they do landscape lighting, and then their clients ask them every year, like, "Hey, do you guys do Christmas?" And they're like, "Nah, no, no." And like, even if you don't want to be the 7-figure $1 million Christmas light company, if you go and attend this breakout, I'm telling you, you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm just going to at least do my top 5-10 clients.
Yeah.
You don't have to go all in on one of these things, but it's not good to say no to your clients. Like you should either learn how to do it yourself or come here and we'll network and we'll find someone in your area and be like, hey, don't tell your client no, tell them, hey, we don't do it, but we're partnered with this other guy who can do that for you.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So that's the goal, is to make sure everybody's and get them excited about it too. There's a lot of stuff we'll put in our presentation that gets them excited and like, wow, a lot of people, like, this is a thing, Christmas lights. I didn't know I could make money at this. I've been hearing that for 20 years. But yeah, it is a thing, and they're great opportunity, high margins. People hear the margins. We talk about that stuff in our training as well. We talk about, what the potential margins are, first year, second year, third year. And people are just blown away, and we're excited to pass on the information to anybody that's attending.
And the reality is, all this stuff, you guys, you can learn on YouTube. Like, just go Google search "the world forever."
Sure.
But this is the condensed, like, instead of like trying to find all the information and like put your own roadmap together, like you guys have it all figured out. You know how to, like, do I sell or do I lease? Like all the questions. Like, again, you can go find information, but you're gonna get all this experience of people that they've sold it and they leased it. They know the pros and cons of each. They know all the details on how to decorate and set yourself apart from others and all that stuff. So I do like that you still are active in the field, because you mentioned like the 12 to 15-inch spacing. I feel like as a vendor, you kind of want them to sell 12-inch spacing, like if you're selling product. But like we all know, like 15 is better. So like, how do you balance that where like, okay, they could buy product from you. They don't have to buy product if they go to this training or any of your stuff, but they could. How do you balance that where like, hey, I would want to make more money from a vendor if they buy 12-inch, but from a business standpoint, they're going to make more profit if they do 15?
Yeah, well, in the training, it's not about the vendors. It's about make sure the end user, the people that are attending our training, making sure that they understand and saving them money too in the long run. That's the goal. And yeah, I'm a vendor as well. I have a company, we sell Christmas lights. Of course, I want to sell more bulbs, and I'm sitting there telling people not to buy as many bulbs by going with
Right.
15-inch spacing. But that's okay. It's not about, Matt making, making his pockets deeper, whatever you want to call it. It's more about educating them and giving them the best practices to be successful, in this industry.
Yeah. Well, we all know there's lots of different ways to learn. And most of us, if we've been in the industry longer than 15, 20 years, just learn by failure and
Yeah.
mistakes.
Oh
And
yeah.
like, how many years did you go, doing 12-inch spacing? Have you ever done the math to be like, man, how much more money would I have made?
I know. It's a lot. It really is. And thankfully, I started early in my years using 15-inch spacing. And that was the biggest thing. People were like, oh, we use 12. And that was a selling tool. 12-inch spacing, 12-inch spacing. That's what they told the client. 12-inch spacing. You put the two up side by side, you can't tell the difference. And that stuff, again, that's what we teach in the training. But yeah, you really can't tell the difference. And you're saving yourself on how many bulbs you have to buy every 1,000 feet. You're saving yourself 200 bulbs, going with 15-inch spacing. But you don't talk to the client about that stuff.
Yeah.
That's people give too much information when they're selling Christmas lights. Oh yeah, we're going to put 12-inch spacing and we're going to do 4-inch vertical spacing. Blah, blah, blah. And then you have some nut job out there like measuring and making sure it's really 4-inch vertical.
Yeah.
You don't have to say that stuff. I can sell you on something without talking numbers and things like that. Ryan, I'm going to decorate this tree. It's going to look beautiful. We're going to do warm white. We're going to do the canopy. We're going to do this stuff. There's no mention about 4-inch spacing. There's nothing like that. I just know that when I decorate that tree, I'm going to make it look beautiful.
Yeah. I love it. Well, it's those tips, it's those strategies that make something like this so worthwhile. If the only thing they did was come to Light It Up Expo and they don't go to anything else, even though I'm going to over deliver on all these other things, they only go to your 4-hour thing.
Yeah.
They're going to get their return on investment. The ticket right now is only $549.
Yeah.
You get lunch every day. We're actually opening up. I should announce this. I forget to announce stuff, guys. So there's a bonus day. I've been promoting this as like Friday, Saturday, the 28th and the 1st, but you guys come Thursday because this bonus day will allow you full day with the vendors from 11 to 3 and 5 to 7, and you get lunch that day.
Wow.
And it's not any more money. So just come in a day early and take advantage of that bonus day. That way you have dedicated time to go and be like, hang out with Matt and be like, wait, tell me more about the 12 to 15. What were you even talking about?
Yeah. I feel bad about those classes that are going on at the same time we are. I mean, that's,
crap. I have one actually.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I don't know why you did that, but
it's self-sabotage. I like making my life harder.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be, I've seen you speak several times and you've spoken at Clipa several times and you do a great job. So I'm sure you'll have a pretty strong audience there.
Well, but seriously, like go to the holiday lighting one. It's 4 hours that you pick up one tip like that saves you thousands of dollars a season or helps you make an extra 10, 20 grand a season.
Yeah.
This is the ROI it's the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? So
yeah, there's a lot more to come. I mean, there's a lot of little those tidbits and things like that. And I've had people that have been doing this longer than me in our training that are like, man, I can't believe, you saved me on this. And this is the way I've been doing it. And not every way I do is the right way. I just teach and train what has made me successful. And I'm always learning every single year. And that's, again, being out in the field helps me, learn better and become better at my job and my training. So
that's a good point. I would challenge anyone who's watching, listening to this, even if you're already in, like, well, I've been doing Christmas lights for 15 years.
Yeah.
Sign up for this breakout because you're gonna hear different perspectives. And isn't it crazy? Like, imagine I think about coaching because I have to coach these people who are like extremely successful. Some of these guys are doing $1 million in Christmas lights. I'm like, how am I going to help them? Like, imagine being like Tiger Woods' coach. Is he better than Tiger Woods? Like, I don't think so.
I can't imagine. No, I don't think so. Yeah.
It's honestly just like you need someone to give you an outside perspective.
Yeah.
You need someone to see it a different way to kind of question your own ways. And it's like, man, well, what if I just come and I take one thing and I make one adjustment to my sales pitch or to my marketing efforts or to how I run my teams or how I handle my takedowns? Like that one thing saves you hours and hours and hours. I mean, why would you be so prideful and stubborn to be like, oh, I already know how to do it? Like this class literally is for everybody. If you
Yeah.
could be brand new or you could be a veteran, you're missing out if you're not there.
Yeah, and that's what we're really going to push ourselves to challenge ourselves to make sure that it caters to everybody, not just the newbie, but individuals that have been doing. You know, the individuals that have been doing this for a long time. They know what a C9 bulb is, but the newbies don't. You know, so we've got to make sure we educate and train them on that. So we've got some new products that we're going to throw in the mix. Really, cool stuff that they may have never seen. You know, those people that have been doing this for a long time, that will help them, become better in their industry. So. Yeah, really looking forward to it and excited to be part of it.
Okay, awesome, man. Well, guys, it's coming up. It's literally a few weeks away. The hotel, we have a discounted hotel room block, by the way. People are like, how much is the hotel? Is it expensive? It's right across from Universal Studios. It's literally like $179 a night. It's under $200, guys. So we got this awesome room rate. I don't know. Like we have a meeting on Thursday, but I'm pretty sure like the rate expires at some point. I don't want to spread false information, but just get your ticket now. So like, because there is something happening with that. And I'm not as involved with the rooms as I normally am, but we have to like commit to a certain number. And we just want to make sure that everyone gets what we're talking about and they don't call us later and say, I thought you said it was a discount, because it's not anymore. Get your tickets now, guys. lightitupexpo.com. And it's the bonus day. So February 27th, 28th, and March 1st. We'll see you guys in Orlando. And don't forget to get your ticket now. Once you get your ticket and you're like, yeah, I want to go to Matt's class, I want to do the Christmas light class, we'll send you an email and you can sign up for that class from there.
Yeah, I heard there was only a few tickets left. I don't know where I read that, but I heard there was only a few more seats available for the whole show. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think like one left. Is it like one left only?
I think that's what you're supposed to say. So
yeah,
now I want that one.
Well, we've already sold. I mean, we've already sold well over what our normal shows do. In the past, we limited it to 50 people. This one it's a bigger show, so we're okay. But we do have a discount code. If you guys have made it this far in the video, okay, like you deserve to be rewarded. So if you want to come, shoot me a DM and I will hook you up with a promo code that will save you some cash. Which even if you don't, the people who didn't watch this far, they're only paying $549. But we'll hook you up with even a bigger discount if you made it this far to reward you. So, Matt, we'll see you in a few weeks, man.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We'll see you out in Orlando.
Okay, see you, everybody.